channel. So on this video I'm going to be showing guys how to make this dress. It's a long one, guys. I really don't know how I can show you guys how long it is, and it's a pretty easy tutorial which you could use for a short dress or a longer dress, just depending on how you want it. So if you want to know how or learn how to make this, please stick around and don't forget to give it a very big thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. If you haven't listened, trust me, you're going to enjoy this tutorial, and when you're done, you're going to be feeling beautiful like I am right now. So yeah guys, stay tuned for this tutorial. Hi my lovelies, so for this project I'm going to be using my 3.5 mm hook instead of my usual 4.5, and we are going to be using 3 colors. So I'm going to start up with black color, and we're going to start with our chain. I'm going to start with a chain of 50. We want to make the top, yeah, the top of the dress. So I'm going to chain 50. So I have my 50 chain. We are going to block off that 50, make a chain extra 2, and then we're going to insert in the 49th because the chain 3 counts as a stitch right here. So then so we are done. We're at the last part, so we need to change our color. To do that, let me just finish this up. Then you chain 2, flip your work. You're going to skip this first space. Chain 2 counts as a stitch, so we're going to skip that first space and insert into the second. And now we are going to change our color, because I didn't change it this side because I don't want the colors or the yarns to stick out, so I can hide it better when it's inside this way. I hope you get. So we're going to leave it this way. Then you get your change color, which is purple, and then I am going to tie this way. This is how I change yarn if I want to change colors without cutting the other yarn. So you tighten it, make sure it's well tightened, and then we're going to pull through. So then the next row, so we can then keep crocheting this. So when you are sure you've hidden the yarn to your own satisfaction, you sure that it's not going to loosen up or anything, then we can stop hiding it or stop stitching it inside. So let me just do a couple more. This, to get this measurement, as I told you guys that this is for the top part, this is the top part of the dress, so you can measure your top bust, just the front part, to get the measurement. And then we are going to increase our, when we go, as we crochet, we're going to increase the rows at least to your under boobs, and then we can then start building the dress part of the the dress. If you get what I'm saying. So this, I just did 2 rows of no increase, so we're going to start increasing now in the next row. So that's what we are going to do now. So to increase, we are going to chain 2, sorry, and in this space we're not supposed to crochet here because this counts as a stitch, but because we are increasing, we are going to add 1 there, so making it 2 stitch already, and then we can then continue crocheting. So I'm making the changing colors. I had 3 different colors, right? So 2 purples, then a pink, then 2 purples, then 4 blacks or 5 blacks, and then purple and pink. And so the reason is just that I have less purple, less pink and yarn than purple, so I'm just trying to make sure that it's enough to crochet the whole dress, because I want a long dress, you understand? So I want to make sure that the pink is enough to do that for me. Yeah. Okay, so I'm at the last part of this increase row, so we are going to increase at the end also. So this last stitch, we're going to make 2 increases in that space. This is 1 and this is 2. Okay, so the next row is not going to be an increase, it's going to be a normal row. So we're going to be doing 1 increase, 1 no increase, just for us to build that part as we go. So we're going to chain 3, right? Flip your work and then skip this space and insert. So right now we're going to change our color to pink. We're going to change, this is chain 2, not chain 3. Sorry, I made a mistake. Chain 2. So chain 2, then turn your work, skip the first space and insert to the next one. So now we are going to change our color to black, to pink. To do that, as I said, I wanted to just build this up a bit, so I'm just gonna go this way. I'm trying to give it like a pattern. So the 5th space, we're going to make our change of color right here. So you take your pink yarn, tie it this way, then go through. So now we can crochet normally. When you get to when you are sure you've hidden the yarn enough, you can cut off the excess yarn. You would use the purple again for a change of color when you go to the front. So you can just crochet normally.
Okay, so when you finish this row, so the next row is going to be an increase row. So we're going to chain 2, and then we're going to insert into that first space because it's an increase row, and then we're going to keep on crocheting. So this is basically what you'll be doing. I'm going to change the color to back to purple, I think around here. I'm going to give it like a cute design. I want to play around with the colors. Then the next row is not going to be an increase, the next row an increase. So we're going to keep doing that way, just crochet until we get to at least the lower part of your waist, at least, and then we can go around. So yeah, I'll just keep doing and I'll get back to you guys. Okay guys, so I am done with the top part of this dress. I did a total of 33 rows and I played around with the color just a bit, nothing specific, so just play around with your colors. You can do this with just one color. If I didn't mention that, you can actually do it with just a color. And yeah, so I just played around with my colors and just to get something nice, so I got this. So after your 33 rows, actually you can fit this on your body. The main aim is to make sure it gets to like closer to your upper waist area. That's the main aim for the top part. So this is the last increase. So now we want to join this together, and I want my side to be a bit, my waist to be like a bit tight. So what we're going to do is that we're going to make a chain of 20. So I have my 20 chain. So what we're going to do is that we're going to join this. So we're going to slip stitch it to the beginning of this side. That's this hole right here. So we're going to pull through and we're going to chain 1. So now we're starting the bottom part of the dress. We just finished the top part, so now we're going to start the bottom part. So as we go, since this is a bit tight, this is just for my waist, as we go we're going to increase the hips area, but right now we're just getting the waist done. So we're going to chain 2, which counts as the stitch. So we're going to skip this hole and insert into the next hole or the next space, and yeah, just normally. So I think the best thing to do for me, it's going to be a free pattern, that's like a seamless pattern. So I'm just going to keep going around and no stitching or anything, but I'm going to show you guys that at the end of this row. So now at the last place, so what we're going to do is that we're going to slip stitch. Instead of doing a seamless, we're going to do a slip stitch because we need to turn our work whenever we get to the end. We need to turn so that it will look the same, because if we're going one way it will be the same as the top part. So you get what I'm saying? So when you slip stitch, how you slip stitch again, you insert and pull through the both of them, chain 2, then turn your work. This is what I mean by you need to turn your work. So you turn your work. So when you chain 2, you turn your work, you are going to insert into this space right here. So when you get to to this point, right? This is where we insert this H space for this chain 3. So this stitches for this chain 3. So when you get to this place, you're not going to insert into this space, you're going to insert into this space, right? And then you slip stitch. So right now we'll just keep going just normally how we would do it. So you play around with your colors again, change them when you get to the point you need to change them. We are going to keep going this way for a while, I think 10 rows of this, and then we will start our increases. So when we're going to start increasing, I'm going to come and show you guys how you could start increasing to get like your body or your hips part. So bear it in mind, with this design we're going to have like a little bit of like stitches at the back right here, but never mind, it's not bad. So yeah, basically this is how we're going to go for now till I think 10 more rows, and then I will come back and show you guys what to do next or how to increase. Okay guys, so I'm in the 10th row of the no increase. So let's close this row. Insert our final crochet, and then we slip stitch. This is how you end each row. So now we chain 2, done your work. So we're going to start increasing on each side, and I want to increase 2 times on each side as we go. So I think I'm going to do 5 rows of increase, then before we continue crocheting without any increase. That way would have built up the hips area. So I'm going to do my first increase right here because it's okay. No, not yet at the side. So we want to do 2 increases. So we increase 1 here, and then we increase 1 here, maybe like 2 at the side, 2 at the side. So you don't want it at the back, or you don't want it at the front. You can do at the back, but you don't want it at the front. So you can do maybe towards this edge at the back, and then the sides. So that's how you want to increase. So we're going to increase here. First increase, we're going to do that here. So we added 1 crochet into that space. We're going to add another crochet into that same space. So we have 2 crochets into 1 space, 2 stitch into 1 space, and then we'll chain like, let's say 5 more. So we're going to do another increase right here. This is 1 and this is 2. So then we are going to change our color here. So we'll finish the increases for this side. So the next increase is going to be at this point. So I'm going to crochet round normally. So when we get to the other side, I'll also do an increase, 2 increases. So I'm going to do that for 5 rows, so that we build up our hips, and then we can then continue crocheting the whole body of the dress. So yeah. So I've gotten to the end of this, the other side. So I'm going to increase right here, our first increase right here, second one. So we have 2. I'm going to crochet 5 more stitches. and then we are going to increase right here. So we insert the first one, then the second one. So now we crochet normally. So this is how we are going to increase for 5 rows, and then we're going to continue without any increases till the end of the project, because by then we should have our hips. But after the 5 rows, if I feel that I need to increase more, I'm going to increase more rows before I can then stop increasing. I just want to make sure that it fits my hips or could cross my hips, because this this part is tight, so it doesn't easily cross your hips. So you just want to increase it a bit so that it can cross your hips area and fit your hips area and not be too tight or excessively tight. So that's the aim. So I'm going to go that way, increase 2 sides 2 times till the 5th row, and then we'll see if we need to add more. So another thing I want to tell you guys is, when you are increasing, avoid increasing on the same spaces, like on the same side you increased or on top of your increased stitch. So we need to avoid increasing right here and right here, because that's where we had our first increases. So I'm going to increase like right here, that is a bit close to it, so I to avoid it having like a shape, like bulking around that area. So if you just kind of share your increased stitches to different holes that isn't close to each other, so it will help make your work look cleaner or neater. Yeah, so basically just try to avoid the increase. So I'm going to avoid this one, so we're increasing in the middle right here. And then we increase in the middle again here, so we avoided this two, and we're going to crochet normally till get to the other side, and we're going to do the same thing for the other side also. We're going to increase in different spaces, not on top of our already increased stitches. We're going to increase in different spaces. So yeah, that's what I just wanted to show you guys. Hi guys, so I am pretty much done with the dress. I did for the length after the, like when I started measuring for the length after the increase, that's here, and it was 36 inches in total. Okay, so now I want to clean up this and add the angle, and I'm going to be doing like a single crochet with my black yarn, then I'm going to do a double crochet after, then do the handle together. Just watch. Basically, so I'm just going to start up with the the single crochet with our yarn. So first of all, we want to go round the hole from the mouth towards the side, and we're going to make our double crochets that much, right? So chain one, then when you chain one, tight your work, and then we're going to insert inside that same space, but with this to hide it, two together, and inside the spaces, here one, then here another one, and here one, right? Then in this smaller space, one more, then the bigger space, one, then you can see the very small space right here, then another one, then the biggest piece. So that's basically how I'm gonna go. Okay guys, so I've gotten to the last space right here, so I'm just going to insert my last single crochet, which is this, and then we are going to crochet, I'm going to chain for the handle. So I'm going to chain, I think 50 chains for the handles. So I made a total chain of 150. The 50 was smaller, so yeah. And then for that's for this side. So for this other side, I also made a chain of 150 on the side, and then we are going to slip stitch it into the side. So we're just going to go to the edge of this piece right here, and we're going to pull through this loop over and chain one. So then we cut the yarn, so then we have this side attached also, so I can crochet over the side same way I did the side. Okay, now let's get into our crochet. I just didn't want to leave it this tiny because I told you guys I wanted to make like another crochet like round, like a double crochets round. So we are going to chain extra 2 right here. I'm going to chain extra 2, 1, 2. We're going to skip this one and insert right here to make our first half double crochet. Okay guys, so I have gotten to the side. I finished the rope or the handle for the dress. So now we want to start crocheting our half double crochet that I said, but we're not going to crochet it together. We're going to skip one space in each stitch. So we're going to skip this and insert inside this space, and then we're going to skip this and insert right here. So the reason is that we want the sides to be stronger so that it could be tight and hold you tighter. That's the reason why I'm doing that. I don't want it to be loose, because if I crochet, have the crochet in each space, it's going to be a bit loose, and I don't want that. I don't want it to be loose at all. I want it to be tighter. So basically just skip each space, or skip a space before you insert your half double crochet. That way you are pulling the whole thing together, and it becomes more tighter, and when you put that on, it's easy to tie on. You see everything come together when I put them on. So yeah, basically this is what we are going to do for the rest of the space. And then when you get here, you continue your double crochet normally, just the way you would do that, the way you did here. So yeah, basically I'm just gonna go do everything complete right now and then show you guys the final look.
Hi my lovelies, so this is the finished work, or the finished project. I wish you guys can see how long this dress is. I really don't have a place to show you guys how long, but I think I'm gonna drop a picture of how long this dress is, like on the screen, so you guys can see. It looks so good, it fits so perfectly. I love how it fits in. I love the color combination. Like I just put out this color, guys. As you can see, I just like played like around with the colors. I already have anything specific in my mind while trying this on, and yeah, I love how it turned out. I don't like it. I love how it turned out. It's what I was aspiring, what I was dreaming of, and I made this, guys. So if you stay to the end, and if you love this video and love the dress, please don't forget to give the video a very big thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Also comment if you have any other tutorial you want me to do for you. I'm gonna do it. So comment down below, or if you have any other thing you want me to do, and tell me if you're gonna try this tutorial or this pattern. Tell me if you're gonna try it And also, if you tried it and if you posted it on your social media, please don't forget to tag me so I can see you guys work. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.